How you doing? It's been a while since I last talked on here. What I want to talk about is I want to just talk about the game of just showing up. Just showing up when you don't feel like doing it, because there's gonna be moments where you're gonna be not in the mood to do the things you want to do. Such as it could be going to the gym, it could be writing that script, it could be, I don't know, making that YouTube video. Like, for example, right now, today, I was actually thinking of making a YouTube video on this channel, and I just wasn't in the mood to go. It's like fucking lazy. I was being a lazy fuckwit, but you know what? Fuck it. Here I am now. And I just thought I'll just make this video to show you that sometimes you just need to learn how to show up. Like, show up on the days where you don't feel like doing the work. Because there's going to be times where you don't feel like doing anything. There's going to be times where you don't feel like going to the gym. There's going to be that times where you don't feel like doing the work. But sometimes you just got to show up when you have to show up. That's why, like, a lot of these content creators or a lot of these successful people always say you need to be consistent. And yes, consistency does help, because there's going to be times where you don't feel like doing the work. There's going to be times where you wake up, I don't feel like it because I'm feeling a bit lazy. Or there's going to be days where it's going to test you. But the moment where you start becoming lazy and get complacent, that's when it starts becoming like an everyday thing. Sometimes you need to force yourself to do the things, man. Do the things when you don't feel like it. That's why sometimes you got to show up. Show up when you don't feel like it. For example, let's say you have a day where you don't feel like making a YouTube video. Well, the first thing you should do is make it easy. Make it easy for you to show up. Like, for example, right now, I didn't feel like making this YouTube video. It's currently 9 p.m. I didn't feel like it because I was watching too much YouTube videos. But now I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to whip up the webcam, start talking in front of the camera and just show up. Because if I can show up, I'm going to hang in there. That's how it matters. Because there's going to be times where you don't feel like it. Like, for example, when you get a bit of success in anything, right, you sometimes get a bit complacent, right? Like, sometimes when I get a bit successful, sometimes I do get complacent. Like, for example, recently I got been getting a decent amount of clients, right? And now, these days I've been a bit of a fucking lazy cunt. Like, I stopped working hard. Like, I stopped at outreaching. I stopped at posting the content. I stopped at, I start taking things too easy, and before you know it, I end up become complacent. And when you can become complacent, you just lose momentum. And when you lose momentum, it will actually stop you from getting to the goals you want. Sometimes you just need to show up when you don't feel like it. Show up when you don't feel like it. Build that consistency, because consistency is probably one of the most important aspects that a lot of people always talk about. A lot of people preach it a lot. A lot of people say you need to be consistent with putting content, be consistent. I don't know, at the gym, because the reason why they always ask you to be consistent is because at least it trains your brain to get used to doing the thing. That's the whole point of being consistent. Like, for example, on the lines of, let's say you're someone out there who wants to get into making content, and the reason why people always say you should post consistently, because that way it will force you to get into the mindset of what to like being a content creator. Or it's more like it's changing your identity. That's what it is. Like, for example, let's say if you want to be more consistent at the gym, right? The whole point why people say you need to show up to the gym consistently, because it's train your brain to get used to thinking that going to the gym is a normal thing. Because when you first time trying to start like a new habit, right, it's gonna be hard at first because you're not used to it, because you're not used to identifying that as an easy thing. But the whole point of showing up consistently, so it becomes easy for you to do it. For example, when I first started doing my freelance photography business, right, like when I first got into it, like a mentor of mine would always say, Chinny, you need to start sending 10 emails a day, send 10 DMs and 10 emails. And at that time, it was fucking hard. I didn't know what I was doing. But now, for example, if you go ask me to send 10 emails, send 10 DMs, it's fucking easy now. I can do it with a click of a button now. I can do it in like within half an hour and done. It just doesn't seem like hard work anymore. It seems easy now. That's the whole point of showing up consistently. That's why a lot of these gurus, all these entrepreneurs or these successful people always say that show up consistently. Because if you show up consistently, then that way you're already ahead of everyone. Because most people are fucking lazy. Most of society are lazy to do the things they want to do. It's true. It's not that hard to stand out. In today's modern age, most people are just lazy to do the bare minimum. Like, it's not that hard. Like, if you can just do the bare minimum in life, then you'll fucking get there. well, hypothetically, you will get there if you just do the bare minimum, right? But over time, if you want to get to the next level, then you can't just do the bare minimum. Because the most successful, they don't just do the bare minimum. They work 10 times harder than you. But what I'm saying is that there's going to be days where it's going to test you. It's going to test you when you don't feel like doing things. You don't feel like making that piece of content. You don't feel like sending that email or whatever the fuck it is, man. And all I can tell you is sometimes it's good to just show up. Show up when you don't feel like doing it. Because right now, I didn't feel like making this YouTube video. I didn't feel like making this piece of content. I got a bit lazy, but I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to whip the camera out on this camera and make the video because I was feeling a bit tired and I feel like I want to go to sleep. And I was making all these bullshit excuses, but I knew that as soon as I start talking in front of the camera on this channel, I know straight away I'm going to get shit done. I just know it. Because I did said to myself that I'm going to fucking make a piece of video. Because if I can make a piece of fucking video today, I'm on the right fucking pathway. Because that way, I'm building trust with myself. Because if I can build trust with myself, then people will trust me in anything. Because the reason why some people don't make it in life or don't build success is because you don't trust yourself. When you don't trust yourself, right? Let's say if you're a guy said that, oh, tomorrow I'm going to go to the gym at blah, blah, blah when I wake up. I'm going to send 10 emails. I'm going to edit some videos. I'm going to make some content, blah, blah, blah. And if you say that, if you actually do it, then you build trust. But if you don't do it, then you don't trust yourself. And when you don't trust yourself, then how the hell are people going to trust you? You got to learn how to build trust in yourself for people to build trust with you. That's how it works. It's the same principle, right? Like that's the whole point why people say consistent in showing up. Because that way when you show up, you're building trust with yourself. When you build trust with yourself, then you're respecting yourself. And then when you start respecting yourself, then people start respecting you as a person. The reason why people don't respect you, because you don't respect yourself. So learn how to respect yourself and people will start respecting you. So and this is by showing up. Showing up when you don't feel like it. Showing up to your goals or showing up to to-do list, because when you show up, you'll get there. So that's what I've got to say. Even though I didn't feel like doing this video, but too bad I'm fucking doing it because it's not that hard video. I'm literally recording a webcam. I'm not using my camera because at least on the webcam it's easy. So just show up. Show up and you'll thank it for your future self. Anyways, hope you gain some sort of value. Peace.